Thomas Tuchel defends Chelsea goalkeeper Edouard Mendy after huge mistake against Leeds. Thomas Tuchel has defended Edouard Mendy after the goalkeeper's embarrassing error in Chelsea's 3-0 defeat at Leeds United on Sunday. Goals from Brendan Aronson, Rodrigo and Jack Harrison saw Leeds seal a famous win, with the Blues completely outperformed at Elland Road. None of Chelsea's players could really hold their head high after the game, not least summer signing Kalidou Koulibaly, who was sent off late on for a needless foul. But the spotlight has been firmly placed on Mendy, who gifted the opener to Aronson after attempting to play out from the back and getting disposed by the Leeds attacker. Prior to the goal, Jesse Marsch's side had continuously pressed Chelsea's backline, and the warning signs were there for Mendy that he couldn't dally on the ball. Speaking in his post-match interview, Tuchel acknowledged how pivotal his keeper's mistake was to the outcome of the match, but did not feel it was right to publicly or privately criticize the 30-year-old. "Everybody in the world sees the mistake. It's a huge mistake in a crucial time of the match," the German head coach said. "It does not help, and he's the one that is the most disappointed because it cost us a lot today. He knows himself. With these kinds of mistakes, I don't think we need to speak a lot. He knows himself that this was a mistake, and honestly, this has nothing to do with protection or no protection." Despite the very poor performance from the whole team, Tuchel was defiant that his side were better than Leeds and only lost because of a couple of individual errors. He added, "At the start we were completely the better team and had huge chances, but if you want to win the game you have to convert these chances. We gave 2 presents away and that was it. We didn't do what we had done for the first 20 minutes and did not execute what we wanted to do and what we had done at the beginning of the match, and that's why the game was a bit stuck. We gave 2 gifts away which cost us the game. We had triple the amount of touches in the box but no shots, and you can't score without shooting at goal." Hakim Ziyech's brother hints at the Chelsea winger returning to Ajax. Hakim Ziyesh has made the revolving list of Chelsea names set to depart the club this summer, and an expectant move back to the Eredivisie has just got a lot more likely. The signing of Raheem Sterling has thrown Thomas Tuchel's attacking ranks for a loop, despite the exits of both Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner opening up the space for more opportunities. According to Monday's reports, the Moroccan has had multiple visits back in Amsterdam to discuss his potential return, with Ajax keen to resign their star regardless of his less than impressive Chelsea career. However, whether the club can afford to bring him in is dependent on what Manchester United can do to persuade him to give up Antony, having previously rejected a £68 million bid and refusing to settle below their asking price. The cryptic Instagram story from Ziyech's brother may be nothing more than a reminiscence of a more promising time, but, as the speculation continues to escalate, it is difficult to ignore the timing of such a questionable picture. The 29-year-old's short cameo in the defeat versus Leeds on Sunday could very well be his final minutes in blue, with supporters convinced they will be losing yet another attacker before the transfer window is up. Leicester City is now prepared to sell Chelsea target Wesley Forfana. Chelsea target Wesley Forfana might finally get the move he has been craving for after being dropped out of the squad in Leicester City's 2-1 defeat to Southampton. According to Ben Jacobs, Leicester City are now prepared to sell the Frenchman after a series of meetings between Fofana and Leicester boss Brendan Rodgers. The club is now expected to accept a bid for the 21-year-old, with the asking price now down to just under £80 million. Leicester City originally wanted no less than £85 million for Fofana, which would have made him the most expensive defender in football, taking the crown off former Foxes captain Harry Maguire. Fofana has made it known and has insisted on joining Chelsea this summer. This caused the Frenchman to be left out of Leicester's matchday squad, which lost 2-1 to Southampton. Chelsea's main goal over the summer was to bring in 2 new centre-backs after the departures of Antonio Rudiger and Andreas Christensen. Since then the Blues have pursued the likes of Jules Koundé and Matthijs de Ligt, but now have turned to Kalidou Koulibaly and Fofana to strengthen the backline. Thomas Tuchel will be looking to have at least one more signing come in this summer after Chelsea's 3-0 defeat to Leeds United yesterday. Negotiations are still ongoing for Barcelona duo of Frenkie de Jong and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but are reportedly still some way away from completing a deal for either of the pair. Chelsea and Barcelona reach advanced negotiations for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Chelsea continues to negotiate with Barcelona for Gabonese forward Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, but today it seems like there has been a major breakthrough regarding this potential deal. According to Spanish journalists Tony Jorn Martí and Albert Roge, Chelsea and Barcelona are now in advanced talks and are very close to agreeing on a fee of £18.6 million plus £4.2 million in add-ons. There is optimism from both camps that a deal can be made and completed in the coming hours. Chelsea looked like they were close to pulling out of the deal for the former Arsenal forward after not being able to agree upon a suitable price for Aubameyang, but with the reports coming out today, the 33-year-old could potentially be a Blue early next week. The Blues could do with bringing in Aubameyang to strengthen Thomas Tuchel's attack. With Kai Havertz not quite firing in the goals, Chelsea could do with a proven Premier League goal scorer. Tuchel has previously worked with the 33-year-old back in Germany for Borussia Dortmund, where the two shared a close bond. When working together, Aubameyang scored 79 goals under Tuchel's management. Chelsea is still looking at Everton forward Anthony Gordon and Leicester City defender Wesley Forfana, who was left out of the Foxes matchday squad in their loss to Southampton. Christian Pulisic's dad likes Twitter posts criticising Thomas Tuchel and Kai Havertz after Chelsea's defeat to Leeds United. Christian Pulisic's dad liked several Twitter posts from Chelsea supporters criticising Thomas Tuchel, Mason Mount and Kai Havertz during the team's 3-0 defeat to Leeds United. Chelsea suffered their first loss of the new Premier League season on Sunday as they were convincingly beaten by Leeds at Elland Road. Pulisic, meanwhile, is yet to start a game in the Premier League this season and was brought on with just 26 minutes remaining against Leeds as Chelsea attempted to salvage a result. The USA international has made it clear this summer that he has been unhappy with his lack of playing time during Tuchel's reign at Chelsea. And now Mark Pulisic, the winger's father, has appeared to support the criticism directed towards Tuchel after liking 3 posts on Twitter during Chelsea's capitulation against Leeds. One post which was liked by Mark Pulisic described Tuchel as a destroyer of players and of team dynamics. Another 2 posts which were liked by Mark Pulisic suggested that Havertz and Mount have not done enough to warrant keeping their places in the team following Chelsea's mediocre start to the campaign. One post also urged Pulisic to leave Chelsea if he does not start in the next match. Mark Pulisic has since removed the posts from the likes section on his Twitter profile. Meanwhile, Pulisic has been linked with a move to Manchester United as Erik ten Hag looks to improve his attacking options before the transfer window closes. United are exploring the possibility of a loan deal for Pulisic, but Chelsea would be reluctant to strengthen a direct rival. Pulisic has already made it clear that he is keen to remain at Stamford Bridge to fight for his place in the team. Hakim Ziyesh is also admired by ten Hag, but the midfielder, who is open to leaving Chelsea this summer, is set to hold further talks with Ajax next week.